Have you ever wondered why some people, even though they're not the most talented, always end up in powerful positions, admired by others, and benefiting from every opportunity? What secrets do they know that we don't? Don't be quick to assume it's just luck, because in reality, power is not the seat or the throne you sit on. Power is the ability to make others follow your lead, whether through influence or pressure. Imagine, with just a few simple psychological strategies, you could become the person others look up to, the one in control, without ever needing to climb any ladder. If you want to know how to become someone everyone respects, don't miss out on the power tricks you're about to discover in this video. Today, we'll explore 16 psychological power moves from Robert Greene's famous book, The 48 Laws of Power. These are secrets that not everyone wants you to know. Simple yet incredibly effective, these rules will change the way you see power and help you conquer any goal in life. Get ready, because you're about to enter the world of power, a realm where only those who are savvy and knowledgeable can rise to the top. Trick number 1. Make people feel your absence. You've probably heard the saying, when one person is missing, everything becomes chaotic. This is the basic principle behind the strategy of absence, a powerful tactic Robert Greene explores in the 48 Laws of Power. When you are absent, you don't just create a void, you also provoke curiosity and a re-evaluation of your value. Imagine being a colleague in a team. If you're always present, contributing continuously, and being available all the time, your value gradually becomes taken for granted. People will start to see you as indispensable, but not necessarily appreciate you each time you show up. However, if you know how to create gaps, people will naturally begin to feel your absence. Example, take Steve Jobs' return to Apple. In the early years when Jobs was absent, many people in the tech industry began to realize just how critical he was to the company's success. This absence created a kind of yearning for Jobs that no one else could fill. When Jobs returned, not only did he increase his value, but he also created surprise and admiration in the tech world. Moreover, your absence helps maintain mystery and allure. Sometimes, silence can speak louder than words. Keep in mind that absence can be used as a strategy to generate curiosity, making others pay more attention to you. Trick number 2. Stand out in the crowd. One of the most important things that many people fail to realize is that working hard alone isn't enough. You may give it your all and work tirelessly, but if you don't make your efforts visible, it will be in vain. In a crowd, those who work quietly may easily be overlooked, but those who know how to stand out and make an impression will quickly attract attention. To make your work noticed, you need to stand out in the crowd. This doesn't mean you have to be loud or boastful. Rather, standing out often starts with creativity, unique approaches to work, and the ability to communicate effectively. For instance, instead of simply completing a task, you should create outstanding value from what you do and make it easy for others to notice. Example, Elon Musk is a living testament to this strategy. He's not the type to engage in long meetings or discussions, but he always knows how to create events, products, and innovations that make the world sit up and take notice. Every time he unveils a new Tesla electric car or a SpaceX rocket, not only does his company gain recognition, but he himself becomes a symbol of creativity and vision. This is how you stand out in the crowd, not just by working, but by working in a way that makes everyone pay attention. Trick number 3. Conceal your intentions. One of the hardest aspects of negotiation and strategy in life is maintaining control. To do this, you must learn how to conceal your intentions. When others are unaware of your true plans, you can more easily steer situations to your advantage without being countered. Revealing your true intentions too early makes you predictable and limits your flexibility. Concealing your intentions doesn't mean being deceitful or dishonest. It's about keeping part of your strategy private and using information strategically. Just like a skilled public speaker who always creates surprise and curiosity in their speeches, You can apply the same approach in any situation, from work to personal relationships. Example: look at the negotiation strategies of people like Warren Buffett or top CEOs. They often don't reveal their long-term goals or strategies. This creates a protective layer around them, preventing competitors or colleagues from predicting their next move. When you conceal your intentions, you maintain the upper hand, making important decisions without being swayed by external factors. In a negotiation, if your opponent doesn't know your final goal, they won't be able to counter you effectively. This is especially crucial in competitive situations or when you need to attract attention without revealing too much about your strategy. Trick number 4. Always say less than necessary. One of the most essential tricks in maintaining control and power is learning the art of saying less than necessary. In a world where people often speak without thinking, those who can choose their words carefully and speak sparingly hold a powerful advantage. This is because when you talk too much, you risk revealing too much, either about your plans or your emotions. The more you say, the more ammunition you give others to use against you. People tend to respect those who are calm and measured in their speech, while others who talk excessively are seen as either insecure or overly eager. Silence, when used strategically, creates an air of mystery, authority, and control. People are drawn to those who don't feel the need to over-explain or justify their thoughts. Example: take Mark Zuckerberg, for example. Despite being one of the most influential figures in the world, he is known for his understated communication style. He doesn't indulge in unnecessary chatter or overcommit to public promises. His ability to communicate concisely has made him appear more powerful, because when he does speak, people listen closely. In any negotiation or social situation, saying less can actually make you seem more knowledgeable and powerful. People will be left wondering about your true intentions and abilities, giving you leverage in any situation. Trick number 5. Soften your approach with charm. The power of charm is often underestimated, but it's one of the most effective tools in human interaction. Charm allows you to win others over, build trust, and influence people without them even realizing it. When used correctly, charm can disarm even the most skeptical individuals and create opportunities where none seemed possible. This doesn't mean being manipulative or overly flattering. True charm is about creating a genuine connection with people. It's about being approachable, making others feel comfortable around you and giving them a sense that they can trust you. This technique involves active listening, empathy, and knowing how to make others feel good about themselves. Example: look at leaders like Nelson Mandela or Barack Obama. They have an innate charm that makes people feel respected and valued. They have the ability to smile, listen attentively, and make people feel like they matter, which is why they were able to lead and inspire so many. In business, charm is often more effective than forceful tactics. Leaders who use charm as a tool can forge alliances, resolve conflicts, and win people over in ways that others can't. Charm opens doors that would otherwise remain closed. It is the subtle yet powerful way of navigating complex social dynamics, winning trust, and influencing decisions without having to push too hard. Trick number 6. Use the power of timing. Timing is everything. Knowing when to act, when to speak, and when to remain silent can make or break a situation. The trick is understanding the natural rhythm of events and human behavior, and aligning your actions accordingly. This is particularly useful in negotiations, relationships, and high-stakes situations, where a wrong move at the wrong time can lead to failure. By mastering the power of timing, you can control the flow of events. Timing allows you to take action at the moment when your chances of success are the highest. This doesn't just mean taking advantage of opportunities as they arise, but also knowing when to hold back and let situations unfold naturally. Example: think of a stock market investor. The key to their success often lies in knowing when to buy and when to sell. If they buy too early or sell too late, they miss out on optimal gains. Similarly, in negotiations, timing your offer or statement at the right moment, when your counterpart is most likely to agree, can make a huge difference. In social situations, timing is just as critical. A well-timed compliment or gesture can make a relationship flourish, while a poorly timed comment can destroy it. Whether you're trying to make a sale, form a partnership, or win over someone's trust, the perfect timing can determine success or failure. Trick number 7. Create an aura of unpredictability. People are naturally drawn to the unknown. When they can't predict your next move, they are forced to stay alert, engaged, and even slightly anxious, giving you an upper hand in any situation. This unpredictability, when used effectively, can create an aura of power around you, making others wonder what you'll do next. In professional settings, unpredictability can be a strategic advantage, keeping competitors or colleagues on their toes and preventing them from anticipating your actions. When you become predictable, people can start to take you for granted. You're easily understood, easily anticipated, and therefore less valuable. However, if your moves seem random or surprising, people will start to perceive you as someone who is always one step ahead. This tactic works particularly well in negotiations, competitions, and any area where people are vying for your position or attention. Example: Steve Jobs was known for creating an unpredictable aura. Apple's product launches, for instance, were always shrouded in mystery until the very moment the products were unveiled. His strategy was to leave the audience in anticipation, knowing that their curiosity would be piqued, and when he finally revealed his ideas, they would have an even bigger impact. By making your actions difficult to predict, you keep people intrigued and engaged, ensuring they stay invested in what you're doing while preserving your element of surprise. This unpredictability also helps you avoid being boxed into a predictable role, giving you more freedom to maneuver and act as you see fit. Trick number 8. Master the art of silence. Sometimes, saying nothing at all is the most powerful tool you can use. Silence, when timed correctly, can communicate far more than words ever could. Whether in conversations, negotiations, or conflicts, silence creates an atmosphere of tension, mystery, and control. When someone speaks, they reveal parts of themselves, their thoughts, and their intentions. However, when you choose silence, you force others to fill in the gaps. People tend to interpret silence in many ways. Sometimes it leads to a feeling of discomfort or insecurity in the other party, and sometimes it gives them a sense of awe and respect. Silence gives you time to think and strategize, while also putting pressure on others to act or respond. Example: during intense negotiations, silence can be a potent weapon. If you make a proposal and the other side remains silent, the tendency is often to feel uncomfortable and start speaking more to fill that void. That's when you've gained control, as the other party may start offering concessions or lowering their expectations to fill the silence. Silence can also be used in leadership and social situations to convey authority. Leaders who are comfortable with silence are often viewed as more thoughtful, confident, and in control. Silence makes others wait for your next word, and that power to control the flow of conversation is not to be underestimated. Trick number 9. Let others reveal their true intentions. One of the most effective strategies for gaining the upper hand is letting others expose their intentions, desires, and motivations without revealing yours. People are naturally inclined to talk about themselves, and by guiding conversations subtly, you can encourage them to open up. This gives you valuable information that can later be used to your advantage. By letting others talk, you can learn about their fears, desires, and plans. This not only helps you understand how to navigate future interactions, but also gives you leverage when the time comes to make decisions or take action. The key is not to force people to reveal their intentions, but to create an environment where they feel comfortable doing so. This takes patience, listening skills, and a keen sense of observation. Example: in a business meeting, when a potential partner is eager to collaborate with you, ask open-ended questions and let them do most of the talking. As they share their thoughts, you'll be able to understand their real motivations, their needs, and their weaknesses, which allows you to craft your offer in a way that aligns with their interests and gives you a strategic advantage. This strategy works just as well in personal relationships. If you listen more than you speak, you allow the other person to reveal what's on their mind, enabling you to respond more strategically and make decisions based on the information you've gathered. Trick number 10. Use the power of association. People's perceptions are heavily influenced by the company you keep. Associating yourself with powerful, influential, or admired individuals can elevate your own status. Whether you seek these associations consciously or they happen organically, the perception of being linked to high-status people can give you an immediate boost. This trick isn't about exploiting others. It's about strategically positioning yourself within powerful circles to increase your own value. By associating with successful people or organizations, others will naturally begin to view you through the lens of that affiliation. This is the core of networking, and it works on a subconscious level. Humans tend to assume that those who associate with successful people must have value themselves. Example: think about high-profile figures in the entertainment industry who often use strategic partnerships to boost their image. If a well-known celebrity is seen at a charity event or business meeting with an influential CEO, they gain credibility simply from the association. You don't have to be directly involved in a project. Sometimes being seen with the right people is enough to enhance your own reputation. In professional and social situations, seek out opportunities to collaborate or network with individuals who are respected in their fields. The more you are seen with powerful, respected figures, the more you'll be perceived as having similar influence and value. Trick number 11, play the long game. Sometimes, the best way to assert control over a situation is to not rush things. Playing the long game allows you to make decisions with patience, understanding that immediate rewards are often less valuable than those that come after sustained effort. People who focus on immediate gratification tend to make rash decisions, often giving away their position or burning bridges in the process. When you focus on long-term objectives, you give yourself room to build solid foundations and avoid hasty choices that could harm your standing. The key is to maintain a sense of perspective. Don't get lost in the noise of daily urgencies, but stay focused on the bigger picture. Example: Warren Buffett is a prime example of playing the long game. He famously made his fortune by investing in companies that were undervalued in the short term, but had the potential for long-term growth. His strategy isn't about jumping on every trend. It's about investing in something that will pay off years down the road. This approach to decision-making is not only financially beneficial, but also gives a sense of control over situations that others may deem unimportant in the moment. In any area of life, resist the temptation for quick wins. Instead, think strategically and recognize that real influence often takes time to build. The longer you wait, the more you gather strength and resources, positioning yourself for significant success in the future. Trick number 12. Cultivate an air of mystery. One of the most effective ways to draw people to you and keep them interested is by cultivating an air of mystery. Humans are naturally curious creatures, and when they can't figure you out completely, they become obsessed with trying to understand you. The more people are intrigued by you, the more power you hold over their attention and perceptions. The key to cultivating mystery is to not reveal everything about yourself all at once. Leave gaps, make people wonder about your next move, and don't be too transparent about your motivations or plans. When you withhold certain details about your life or intentions, you create an aura of intrigue that others can't ignore. Example: the enigmatic nature of characters like James Bond or Sherlock Holmes captivates audiences precisely because they are not easily understood. There's always something more to uncover, something intriguing beneath the surface. In real life, you can do this by selectively sharing parts of your personal or professional life. ensuring that others are left with unanswered questions that make them want to learn more. In the workplace or in social settings, use mystery to your advantage by being unpredictable, elusive, and selectively revealing your thoughts or plans. This tactic keeps people engaged, as they are constantly trying to decipher you, ensuring that they focus more on you than on anything else. The final thought together. These tricks, using the power of association, playing the long game, and cultivating mystery, offer an even deeper level of strategic thinking that enables you to rise above the noise and become a person of power, influence, and respect. Each of these techniques, when applied correctly, can position you in a place where others constantly seek your attention and approval, giving you the upper hand in every situation. By mastering these strategies, you'll not only control the outcomes of your endeavors, but also ensure that you remain a figure that others are constantly drawn to, always seeking to understand and connect with you. Trick number 13. Create a sense of scarcity. Humans naturally desire what they believe they can't have. This is the principle of scarcity. The less available something is, the more valuable it seems. Whether it's your time, expertise, or presence, when you create a sense of scarcity around what you offer, you instantly increase your perceived value. People are more likely to seek out what seems rare or exclusive, which gives you leverage in any negotiation or interaction. To make yourself scarce, limit your availability or keep your interactions with others selective. Don't be too eager to respond to every message, and don't overextend yourself in social or professional situations. When people sense that you are not always available or that your time is precious, they'll begin to value it more. Example: consider luxury brands like Rolex or Ferrari. These brands are successful not because they are widely available, but because they are exclusive and limited. The scarcity of their products creates a sense of prestige and desire that makes people willing to pay a premium. In your personal or professional life, don't be afraid to say no or to make others work to get your attention. This creates an aura of exclusivity, ensuring that your time and effort are seen as valuable. Trick number 14. Master the art of flattery. Subtly. Flattery, when done sincerely and subtly, can be a powerful tool for creating connections and building relationships. People are often drawn to those who make them feel good about themselves, and by praising others in a genuine, non-obtrusive way, you can position yourself as someone who understands their worth. However, the key to using flattery effectively is to avoid going overboard or sounding insincere. You don't need to shower someone with compliments to make them feel good. Just small, thoughtful observations that acknowledge their abilities, strengths, or achievements are enough. This shows that you notice them, appreciate them, and that they matter to you, which makes them more likely to want to engage with you. Example: instead of just complimenting someone's appearance, try praising something they've worked hard for, like a presentation they did well, or an idea they shared that made a positive impact. This demonstrates that you're genuinely attentive to their strengths, not just flattering them for superficial reasons. Flattery, when used correctly, builds goodwill and fosters positive relationships, making others more inclined to collaborate with you or offer you support when needed. Just make sure your compliments come across as authentic and not manipulative. Trick number 15. Create and control the narrative. In any situation, the person who controls the narrative holds the most power. This means that when situations arise, whether in business or personal life, you should be the one to define the story. By controlling the information that others receive and framing events in a way that benefits you, you can guide public perception and ensure that people see you in the light you want them to. To do this, make sure to communicate proactively. When you sense a situation could turn negative, take control early on and provide your perspective. By framing things from your point of view, you help others understand the context and prevent them from being swayed by incomplete or inaccurate information. Example: in politics, many successful leaders use their communication teams to craft the narrative. When a scandal arises, they don't wait for the media to report on it. They provide their own version of events, ensuring that their story is heard first. This helps mitigate potential damage and reinforces their influence. In your own life, be strategic with how you communicate. Don't wait for people to form opinions based on hearsay. Take control of the conversation and make sure the narrative works in your favor. Trick number 16. Use the power of silence. Sometimes, the most powerful tool in your arsenal isn't what you say, but what you don't say. Silence can be an incredibly effective way to assert authority, make others uncomfortable, or prompt reflection. When you remain silent at critical moments, you create space for others to react and fill the gap with their own thoughts or assumptions. This can shift the power dynamic in your favor. Silence is particularly powerful in negotiations or debates. When someone is speaking too much, or when a conversation is going in a direction that doesn't benefit you, silence forces others to fill the void, often revealing more than they intended. It also gives you time to think and process information before responding. Example: in job interviews or high-stakes business meetings, a well-timed pause after a question or statement can make the other person nervous, causing them to offer more information or make concessions they otherwise wouldn't. By holding your ground in silence, you assert control over the interaction. In social situations, practicing silence can also help you maintain an aura of mystery, allowing others to wonder what you're really thinking and keep their attention on you. Use silence strategically to ensure that others are always trying to fill the space you've created, giving you the upper hand. Conclusion. Key lessons. When you look deeper into life, you'll realize that true power doesn't come from relying on others, but from your ability to create value for yourself. Don't rely too much on relationships. While relationships can offer support and opportunities, if you only live off others, you will always be in a passive position. Creating your own value not only makes you more resilient in difficult situations, but it also allows you to take control of your life. When you are strong and independent, others will naturally regard you with respect and admiration. Remember, in life and work, wisdom in action is the key to long-term success. You may speak a lot, but nothing can replace real action. Small but meaningful and consistent actions always make a difference. When you dare to act, take responsibility, and do what you believe in, you will prove your abilities in the most direct way. Action needs no elaborate explanations. Sometimes, silence and real work are the most powerful statements. Lastly, the most important thing to hold on to in this journey is believe in yourself. No matter how many challenges, obstacles, or failures you encounter, always remember that persistence and self-belief are your ultimate source of strength. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, and those failures lay a strong foundation for an even greater future. Never let mistakes or criticism make you hesitate. Keep moving forward because you are the one who holds the power to change your life. So, take charge of your destiny. Don't let anyone or anything control you. Act, create value, and most importantly, always believe in yourself. When you do this, the world will have no choice but to take notice of you. If you found value in this, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with those who need to hear this too. Like if you believe in the power of action and self-belief, and subscribe for more content that empowers you to take control of your life and destiny. We're all in this journey together, and every small step we take can lead to massive change. So, hit that button, stay tuned, and let's continue to grow, challenge, and inspire each other. Your power lies within your next move. Keep pushing forward, and remember, the world is watching.